A story from long ago in a distant land. There was a king throwing a great big party for about 1,000 of his friends, and he was drinking wine. But what he was drinking the wine out of was some silver and gold items that were found in the temple of God. And he invited his wives, his concubines, and all of them to drink from these things that he had taken out of the house of God, his temple, and drank wine and praised the gods of gold and silver and bronze and iron and wood and stone. So immediately a human finger appeared and wrote on a plaster wall in the king's palace opposite his lampstand. And the king, like he just changed a different color. He was so alarmed, and his knees knocked together. And the king called his enchanters and his astrologers and all his magic people. And he said, "If any of you can tell me what has been written on the wall, I will clothe you in purple. Put a chain of gold around your neck, and I'll make you the third ruler of my kingdom." Of course, all of them came, and none of them could interpret what was written on the wall. The queen came into the presence of the king because of everything that had been going on, and told the king that in the time of his father, when his father was king, there was a very wise man that could interpret dreams, explain riddles, solve problems. Your father's name for this wise person was Belteshazzar. So the king sent for him. And the king said to him when he arrived, "I know that you served my father and served him well, that you were a man who could read and write and interpret things, and that you were very smart and intelligent. And if you can read what has been written on this wall, I will clothe you in purple, put a gold chain around your neck, and make you the third ruler of my kingdom." But Belteshazzar would have nothing of those things. He didn't want them. But he answered the king and said, "Your father, King Nebuchadnezzar, was a great king because he honored God. But when he became too proud, when he started thinking that he was the one that had done all these things, God humbled him. He became like a beast in the field. He was actually fed grass, and his body started looking like an animal. His nails became long like claws, and his hair grew really long. When he came to the realization that the Most High God rules over all kingdoms, he's the one who sets men up for success, he came back to his senses and he ruled again. But you have partied and taken things of the Most High God for granted. You've drank wine out of the things of the temple, and you have worshipped actually gold and silver and wood. Since you have dishonored God, this hand appeared, and he wrote with his finger this inscription: Mene, Mene, Tekel, and Parsin. This is the meaning of these words. Mene, God has numbered the days of your kingdom and brought it to an end. Tekel, you have been weighed in the balances in a scale, and you have been found wanting. Perez, your kingdom is to be divided between the Medes and the Persians. Then Belshazzar, the king, commanded Daniel to be clothed in purple, chain of gold put around his neck, and proclaimed that he should be made the third ruler of the kingdom. But that very night, Belshazzar was killed, and his kingdom was given to the Medes. Now you know the meaning of the word "the writing is on the wall." The phrase meaning that it is a clear sign that something unpleasant and unwelcome is going to happen. You will find this historical account in Daniel 5. Hope you enjoyed it. Blessings.